90 Day Fiancé, 6 troubled couples I think won't last. I'm surprised they've made it this long. There are many 90 Day Fiancé couples that seem doomed but have actually formed solid relationships, but there are several that I'm surprised have made it this long. 90 Day Fiancé debuted on TLC in 2014, and there have been 11 seasons of the OG show. Notable 90 Day Fiancé Season 11 aired the 90th network wedding. The franchise has grown to be one of the biggest and longest-running reality TV in history. It is also crowned by spin-off like Before the 90 Days, which featured the likes of Big Ed Brown and Angela Deem, and The Other Way, which gave viewers Shekinah Garner and Sarper Güven among other notorious couples. Happily Ever After? Season 9, which follows alumni couples, is currently airing, and is the second spin-off produced by the franchise. The other notable spin-off that gives viewers a glimpse at new couples is 90 Day Fiancé, Love in Paradise, which premiered in 2021. Other spin-offs following alums include 90 Day, The Single Life, 90 Day, Hunt for Love, 90 Day, The Last Resort, and 90 Day Diaries. Throughout the years, I've noticed several couples who have deep struggles return to the franchise, and they've stuck out to me because I can't figure out how they are still together. Jessica Parsons and Juan Daza were first featured in Love in Paradise Season 3. The pair met when Jessica and her best friend Megan were guests on the cruise ship Juan was working on. Jessica, a divorced mother of 2 from Torrington, Wyoming, got pregnant with Juan's baby while he was still working on the ship. In 90 Day Fiancé Season 11, Jessica brought Juan to America on the K-1 visa, and they married at the end of the season. Juan, who greatly enjoyed his cruise ship life, was very hesitant to settle down and be a father of 3 in a rural part of America with little opportunity. Moreover, both Juan and Jessica cheated on each other, Jessica emotionally and Juan physically. I've thought that Juan had a resentful attitude towards Jessica, and for good reason, since he was shuffled into a life he never expected himself to lead. At the Season 11 tell-all, Juan said he has flooded DMs, and he mentioned if it weren't for his son, not Jessica, that he would still be working on cruise ships and living his best life, which is wholly problematic to me. Russ and Paula are an OG couple, having been on 90 Day Fiancé Season 1. However, in the last 11 years they've been married, several issues have arisen and Paula has said some nasty things about Russ online. Conservative Russ originally had a problem with how Paula dressed and her career aspirations as a model. But Paula carved her own path and made Russ get with her ideals. Then, Paula was the breadwinner during the pandemic, which strained their relationship. Paula would make TikToks mocking her husband's financial situation. Paula has also made X posts seemingly taking digs at Russ for shortcomings. The two do share a son together, Axel Mayfield, and they've been putting on a happy front in 2025. But I think Paula can't keep her feelings about her ill relationship with Russ private, and that she will inevitably bash him online again. They're one of the longest-lasting couples, but they are very mismatched. Bilal Haziz and Sheeta Sween were featured in 90 Day Fiancé Season 9 and then 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After? Season 7. Viewers found Bilal annoying for the immature pranks he'd play on Sheeta, his mansplaining to her, and his gaslighting tendencies. Sheeta, from Trinidad and Tobago, who is a traditional Muslim wife, follows what her husband says, and I always thought she should have checked Bilal and his demeanor because the way he talked to her made her look bad. Bilal and Sheeta also went through 5 miscarriages before she and Bilal welcomed their son, Ayan, in 2024. Bilal didn't seem interested in being a father again, as he already raised kids. While I appreciate that Sheeta is getting the life she wants with Bilal, I don't think the way he treats her and the way he conducts himself in general is positive long-term for Sheeta. Shekinah Garner and Sarper Güven appeared on several seasons of The Other Way before they got married in 90 Day Fiancé Season 11. Sarper, who braggingly has slept with over 2,500 women, tamed his bad boy nature to settle down with Shekinah. But they have had nothing but communication problems, huge blow-ups, and misunderstandings. Shekinah's family had been wary of Sarper as well. I've never seen Shekinah and Sarper on the same page, and I also fear that they are moving their relationship along to remain in the 90 Day Fiancé spotlight, as Shekinah has been on reality TV before. 61-year-old Sean Finch met 25-year-old Brazilian native Aaliyah de Batista on an international dating site when Aaliyah identified as a male named Douglas. They originally appeared on Love in Paradise Season 4. However, while together, Aaliyah began transitioning even though Sean, who was married to a woman before, wanted to be with a man. Sean decided to support Aaliyah and brought her to America on the K-1 visa in 90 Day Fiancé Season 11, and Aaliyah displayed many red flags. Aaliyah was 2 hours late for their wedding, knowing that Sean's mom had broken her foot and was waiting on the wedding to end before she went to the hospital. Aaliyah was also extremely late to their engagement party. I think Sean is disillusioned and ignoring the fact that he and Aaliyah will never work out because she is not what he wants. In the same vein, I strongly feel Aaliyah is using Sean for his money, status, and lifestyle. Tiger-Lily Taylor and Adnan Abdel Fattah are another couple I feel have no business being together. 41-year-old Tiger-Lily is a double divorcee and met 22-year-old Adnan on social media. They were featured in 90 Day Fiancé, The Other Way Season 6 before their current run on Happily Ever After. Season 9. The pair only communicated for a few months before Tiger-Lily went to Adnan's native Jordan to meet him for the first time and marry him the same day. I was not surprised when they ran into issues over Adnan, a Muslim man's desire for control over Tiger-Lily's style and behavior. Tiger-Lily has tried to be forceful with her opinions about not changing, but she gets bulldozed most of the time by Adnan, who seems to have the master plan for their lives. Brandon Gibbs and Julia Trubkina's original problem was living under Brandon's parents' roof when Julia came to America in 90 Day Fiancé Season 8. Since then, they've gone back and forth on wanting kids, what jobs they wanted for their futures, and where to settle down. Then, when they were on 90 Day, The Last Resort Season 2, Julia revealed she had cheated on Brandon, who was devastated. Furthermore, Brandon doesn't agree with the way Julia dresses and acts. I am concerned by the serious nature of the differences in their life goals. Julia also endeavored to bring her parents from Russia to the USA without telling Brandon, even though it would change his life. Cara and Guillermo were on 90 Day Fiancé Season 9, and Cara did not gain many fans due to her condescending and bossy nature. Not to mention, she was an admitted cheater, having cheated on a past boyfriend. The couple is sleeping in separate beds, and raising their son, Nico, jointly while maintaining a happy front in Nico's presence. Cara is concerned that Guillermo isn't interested in her bachata singing career, but he just doesn't like the kinds of people that attend her shows. I've come to the conclusion that Cara is using Guillermo and the 90 Day Fiancé to further her musical ambitions and time in the spotlight on TV. The foundation of Cara and Guillermo's marriage is broken, and I don't see them lasting much longer as their differences are stark and Cara's attitude is poor. I know exactly why this controversial 90 Day Fiancé couple should be fired immediately. There's a reason even loyal viewers like me are turning on this 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After couple and want them off the show. 90 Day Fiancé has dealt with multiple controversies, forcing producers to remove or fire popular cast members. With off-screen drama and problematic behavior making headlines, I think these tough decisions are necessary to protect the show's reputation. I believe it's important that 90 Day Fiancé takes a firm stance when couples cross serious ethical or legal boundaries. From what I've seen, fans often wonder why some couples disappear between seasons. While some leave voluntarily, many 90 Day Fiancé exits come after investigations into misconduct. To me, it's clear producers prioritize cast safety and trust, making it obvious that toxic or abusive behavior won't be tolerated on the show. In some cases, 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After? Season 9 couples face intense public backlash and social media outrage, prompting the network to take swift action and remove cast members. Legal troubles, personal misconduct, and reality TV drama have all contributed to these firings. These decisions emphasize that fame on 90 Day Fiancé doesn't excuse harmful actions or unethical behavior. What happened between Jasmine and Gino on Happily Ever After? In the premiere of Happily Ever After? Season 9, I learned that Gino had kicked Jasmine out of his home. Even though they were still legally married, they were separated. Jasmine started staying with Matt while Gino began dating Natalie after they agreed to an open marriage. The season has been focusing on what happened after their open marriage began on the last resort. By episode 3, I saw Gino confront Jasmine with phone records showing she talked to Matt months before their open marriage started. He felt betrayed and said he wanted a divorce. Jasmine denied cheating and insisted Gino knew about her friendship with Matt. What really surprised me was that Gino only found out Jasmine was calling Matt before he even agreed to the open marriage. I found it hard to watch when Gino gave Jasmine her belongings and said he felt she had tricked him into the open marriage just to legitimize her relationship with Matt. Jasmine, on the other hand, was furious and denied his accusations, saying he was making things up and holding on to grudges. She even insisted she still loved Gino and wasn't romantically involved with Matt. I think it's interesting that Gino's cousin Dana and his wife Michelle stepped in to tell him he'd been unfair to Jasmine. Michelle said Jasmine wanted to work things out and even regretted the open marriage. Eventually, Gino agreed to have a calm conversation and admitted he hadn't really let Jasmine express her feelings before. To me, the meeting between Jasmine and Gino went exactly how I expected. It went south fast. Gino admitted he wasn't sure about divorce but couldn't understand how Jasmine could say she loved and missed him while living with Matt and being intimate with him. When Gino mentioned kissing Natalie, Jasmine walked out feeling hurt that he was honoring their open marriage agreement. Fast forward to August 2025, Gino and Jasmine are still not divorced. To me, it was clear from the start that Gino and Jasmine were not on the same page about their marriage. There was no love left between them, and their split felt inevitable. What really sealed the deal was Jasmine's pregnancy with Matt's baby, which gave Gino the final reason to walk away for good. It makes no sense to me that Jasmine had a baby, lives in Florida with her boyfriend, and hasn't lived with Gino in over a year, yet they're still legally married. If neither of them wants to be together, why hasn't one filed for divorce? I keep seeing her jabs online, and it's just getting petty. I don't get it. Jasmine keeps posting like Matt's the best thing that's ever happened to her. She's even calling his family her own now, including Dana and Michelle. If Gino's really so manipulative and unfaithful, why not just divorce him? To me, it feels like she wants sympathy and attention without taking real action. Will audiences benefit from a season without the couple? Honestly, I wouldn't mind a season without Jasmine and Gino. Their relationship has become exhausting to watch. The open marriage storyline and Jasmine continuing to call Matt her friend despite her romantic content with him make it feel like they're playing it up for the cameras. Sometimes I wonder if they rehearse the drama beforehand. For me, the emotional roller coaster just doesn't feel real anymore. I'm not hooked, I'm over it. It's time for 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After? To let them go. There are other couples with real stories worth watching, as they navigate cultural barriers, long-distance struggles, or genuine communication breakdowns. Watching Jasmine and Gino feels like watching a deliberate meltdown. It's not compelling anymore. It's just tiring, and frankly, a waste of airtime. 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After? Airs Sundays at 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time on TLC.